Well, it's a choice no one wants to make, deciding whether you need to put your loved one in a nursing home, but sometimes it can't be avoided.
WTOC Investigates has found over half of nursing homes in Chatham and Bryan County are rated below average or much below average by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services.
Our Shay Schrader joins us now live in the studio with some shocking details.
Yes, Mike, Don, I found that nursing homes in the Savannah area are often cited for a litany of violations, one of the most common being patient neglect. Just this year, one facility got 9 citations from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services for abuse, neglect, and exploitation of patients, and had the likelihood to cause serious injury or death to patients. This comes 7 years after one woman's family contends she died because of neglect at that very same facility.
My mom was very loving, caring, supportive woman. That was just her, you know.
Did she get to meet your babies?
She actually passed when Lyrica, the 9-year-old, the little girl, was just born. She looks so much like her. She resembles her to me. Everyone says that knows my mom, says that she looks so much like my mom.
But Sarah Bizard never got to see her granddaughter grow up. In 2018, Bizard, who had retired from a career of working with disadvantaged children, fell while going up the stairs at her apartment, breaking her upper arm. She went to the hospital and was then admitted to Riverview Health and Rehabilitation Center for short-term rehab.
She ended up leaving the hospital and going to the nursing home where basically everything just kind of turned for the worse. So that was that.
When she went to Riverview, you were expecting her to come out.
Most definitely.
Sarah Bizard never went home. A lawsuit filed by Sarah's daughter Latifah contends she died due to the negligence of Riverview employees. Sarah ended up back at the hospital during her stay at Riverview with severe sepsis, a urinary tract infection, severe dehydration, and a sacral decubitus ulcer, commonly known as a bed sore.
The wound was bad. It was bad at this point. It was black and it had an awful smell from it, and she was just crying like she was in so much pain.
Bed sores, like these, are a painful injury caused by prolonged pressure on the skin. They're hard to look at, but Brian Kraft, a Savannah attorney specializing in nursing home abuse, says he sees photos of them way too often. What are the most common things that you see?
We see a lot of avoidable pressure ulcers, pressure sores, on the backside and on the heels of people who are not turned or repositioned in the beds. So the pressure sores can ultimately lead to death.
Like in Sarah's case. According to the lawsuit, she underwent debridement for her wound twice, which is a procedure that removes damaged or infected tissue, but her condition didn't improve. She died less than 4 months after she was admitted to Riverview to rehab a broken arm. When you got the call, how did you feel?
I was furious because it was a lot on me because I was already like overwhelmed, stressed out with everything. I was caring for my daughter. My daughter had a trach. My daughter had a G-tube, so it was just like everything that I was already dealing with my daughter. Now I'm dealing with it with my mom.
The hardest part to grapple with for Bizard, bed sores are preventable.
Absolutely preventable with proper nursing care and proper oversight. One of the problems we see over and over and over again in these cases is short staffing. The facilities simply do not have the number of employees necessary to adequately provide care and oversight to all residents as they should.
Every time I would go, she was asking me to turn her, and I'm asking her like, well, how many times have they been in here today? And she would just be like, I don't know, I don't remember, but I need to be turned.
According to the Agency for Healthcare and Research Quality, around 60,000 patients die as the direct result of bed sores each year, and more than 17,000 lawsuits each year are related to them. Riverview settled the lawsuit with Bedside. You got something.
Yeah, we got something, but of course it wasn't enough. Like, I would have wanted my mom instead of a lawsuit, of course. No money can replace a loved one.
If you're considering putting your loved one in a nursing home, there are several things that Kraft says you should do before deciding. Number one is to tour the facility unannounced so you can see what it's really like inside. That's going to give you the best look at how the facility operates. You should also head to the Center for Medicare and Medicaid website and use the Care Compare function. There you can see how many stars a facility has and check to see whether they have a history of violations.
And Shay, the attorney, mentioned that lack of staffing is really a big factor in when it comes down to neglected nursing homes.
Yeah, Mike, he said it's something that they see again and again in cases with bed sores, patient falls, all things of that nature. So right now we're working on a follow-up story to look at what staffing in Georgia nursing homes look like and the role that corporate ownership does play in that. That's going to be right here on The News at 6 a week from today. Shay Schrader, WTOC Investigates.